Okay, so quick video about just not having control of things that are going on around you. And this can come up in a bunch of different ways. And it's something that I've been dealing with in the last few days, primarily with work. And I think one of the things that gets us into a problem is we expect things to happen a certain way. We think that it's going to go down this path, and when it doesn't, to be able to adapt to that is really tough. Now, a narcissist can use that to their advantage because people don't like change. They don't like things flipping around. And when that happens, it throws you off kilter and it gets you emotionally dysregulated to where you are not at the top of your game and you're more susceptible to attacks and manipulation. One of the things you have to realize is that when that is happening, one, we don't really have a whole hell of a lot of control over a lot of things in our lives. We do have a little bit, or we have the perception of control, but at the end of the day, things are going to happen that we're just not going to be able to control, or we're going to be able to change. And to be able to recognize that and be able to make, well, I'd say positive changes with it, but to make your peace with it, realize it, and take a step back and reevaluate and adapt is critical. Now, that's a great life skill just to have on your own. In our situation and in your situation, it's even more critical because things are probably going to be a lot more complicated than you really anticipate. So it's good to be able to recognize that and be able to slow yourself down and to be able to reevaluate. Now, how do you deal with that? The thing is to be able to recognize when you are being manipulated or gaslit when someone's doing that to you, so that you can do that. And the best way to do that is whenever you're starting to feel anxious and you're starting to feel a little out of control, is to stop and pause and to really evaluate what's going on. And as soon as you can do that and you can take a step back, then you can say, okay, how can I reevaluate this situation and make better decisions, or make a different decision, or make a decision that I didn't necessarily want to make before, but that I can live with moving forward. And it's one of those things that's really tough. But if you can figure that part out, it can really help calm your state down and help you deal with the stress of a situation that's going on. There's a bunch of different examples of this. I'm trying to see if I can pull one up off the top of my head. I'll use one from a story that's not really NARC related, but just an example of something that happened to me. We had our air conditioner break in our house, and we had it was 115 degrees outside. Air conditioner is busted. I had a travel trailer and air conditioning in it, and I had bought a crappy generator, and I figured, first thing was I tried to plug it into the house. As soon as the air conditioner came on to the trailer, it popped a breaker. Next, I rolled out my generator. That was a piece of garbage, like I just said, fired it up, and as soon as the air conditioner kicked on, the generator died because it wasn't able to, even though it was sized technically to it, it wasn't able to run it. As I got more stressed, I got so fixated on the solution to the problem being the trailer that I ended up buying, at the time I had more money, I bought a couple of generators, some of those, if you're familiar with it, the Yamaha or the Honda 2000 watt generators that you could put together. Bought a couple of those. Those aren't cheap, to run the travel trailer. What I should have done is taken a step back and figured out a better solution, a cheaper solution, and I couldn't, right? I mean, the best solution would have been just to go get a hotel, wait until the following week until I could get the air conditioner fixed, and then I had somebody install a 30 amp service so that I could actually run the trailer off the house, and problem solved. But I got so fixated on what the solution was. The solution was the travel trailer and a generator. And I could not think of anything else. Now, as it got hotter and more uncomfortable, I got more irritable and things just degraded more and more, and I wasn't able to think straight. Now, I know that's not an example that really correlates with narcissistic abuse, but it's kind of along the same things, right? Because you get your buttons are getting pushed, boop, and you don't really have the time to get in a calm state. So you think. The reality is you do, right? If I could have just done something simple, like turned on the car, sat in the car for a little bit to cool myself down, get everybody calm, we could have listened to some music or something just in the truck, and that would have helped. To be honest, on our trip into town, which is an hour and a half away, about 60 minutes into it, I was feeling much better and much calmer, but I was still fixated on the solution. So if you find yourself in that situation, slow yourself down, take a break, remove yourself from the situation and find a way to get yourself calm. If it's with a narcissist, get out of there. Go do something else. You know, say, hey, I got to go. I have a meeting. I have an appointment. I'm late for something, whatever it is, and go someplace else. I mean, if you need to go to a coffee shop and sit in a corner, put on some headphones, listen to some music just to calm yourself down, do what you need to do so you can get your mind calmed down so you can evaluate and look at the situation with a clearer head. Okay, on that, hope this is a quick video. Hopefully that is helpful and it'll give you an opportunity to think a little bit about your situation and to reevaluate it. If you have some ways that it's worked for you, put that in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you adapt and work in these stressful situations yourself. And if you want to check out some other videos, there's some cards and some other videos. You know, click the links in the end card, and I'll chat with you on the next video. Take care.